Boys, guess what day it is? It's a day that I've been waiting for 6 months. 6 long months I've been waiting for this day, right? So around June time, I injured my shoulder. I'm not sure if I've even told this story on here or if I've even updated any of you on YouTube. I've talked about it a lot on my Instagram, but I fucked my shoulder basically on an incline press. Haven't been able to train for the last 6 months. I won't go into details on it, but I've been having physio pretty much every week for the past 6 months. And today, I'm finally able to train for the first time in 6 months, upper body. I've been training just legs. She's put me on open appointments, so I only need to go back if I need her. I'm not going to be silly. I've been working hard, rehabbing the shoulder for 6 months. I'm not just going to go in and just think, yeah, fuck it, we'll do a 1 rep max today on the bench press, you know. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be conservative, but today is a very good day. Also, we've got a couple other things. Launched my website this week. I've been very busy making everyone's training programs and meal plans. If you've bought any, thank you very much. If you haven't bought one, what are you doing? Go and buy one. And secondly, also, we've got a busy day. My head's a bit hectic at the moment from all this good news, but I'll show you actually. I'll show you. So you can't judge, right, my walls. Because Luke, they're a bit, I don't even know, yeah, you can see that. Whoever painted that wall, I don't know what you're doing. Right, so before, we had this dodgy looking picture up there, and I've decided, well, for literally months I wanted that Jordan picture. It's sick. Look how sick that is. That's sick. And then there was these two prints. I actually saw one of them on one of TM Cycle's videos. So you've got that one there. Dior, Lamborghini, and that one there, little G-Wagon. So they're going to go up there. They're going to look absolutely sick. I need to go get some command strips, they're called, from like Wilco's or something, because I don't own this place, so I can't ruin the walls. So I can't just start nailing a nail in the wall. I've got to get some command strips so it doesn't leave a mark on there. But we're going to go to the gym first. I need to eat actually. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. It's like 11 o'clock because I've had physio. I'm going to eat my breakfast, do a little bit of work, go to the gym, then we're going to go get some command strips, and we're going to see how that looks. It should look sick. This is the breakfast of choice. The breakfast of champions, you could say. Clear whey, cranberry and raspberry, top tier, goat flavour, choco shells. They are unreal. Also, I need to get a new chair, because look how shit this one is. It's just a cheap IKEA one with absolutely no lumbar support. So I'm going to get myself a new chair. I need to research that. I've been looking at those Harman Cardin, something like that anyway. 1,400, or was it 1,200? Still, there's not really much difference, is there, for a chair? Right, gym time. I've just done my shoulder exercises, rehab exercises. There's about 12 different exercises. At the start of my rehab, I had like 4. I remember I used to stand up against the wall, pushing against, not even moving, just literally just pushing against the wall. Like, that's how bad it was. Yeah, this is the, let's see if that focuses. There we go. It's all the exercises. It's quite a lot. But now she's added some that she wants me to do in the gym. So we've got cable wood chops. I'm pretty sure that's a ab exercise, but she says it'll help with my shoulder control. Machine rear deltoid row. Machine lat pull downs that don't actually target your lats. I refrained from saying that to her. External rotation, machine lateral deltoid raise, push down, single arm pull down, lovely, and then front raise. I wouldn't usually do a front raise because you don't really need any front delt work, but for me, I do. So they're the exercises I'm going to do. I'm just going to go light on them, see how it feels. I'll show you what I'm doing in the gym anyway. I probably won't do a little voiceover. I'll just throw a few clips at you, and then once I actually set up my training, then I'll give you a proper explanation of my split and how I'm going to start this bulk. Finally, 6 months later, we're going to start the bulk. I'm going to bulk through summer. That's the plan. I'm going to bulk through summer. Okay, here we are. Voiceover time. I said I wasn't going to do one, but we're going to do one. Main reason being because it's impossible to find good music that's non-copyrighted. And also, I'd rather provide you with some value and actually, tell you what I'm doing than you just watch me doing some boring lateral raises and stuff, not even to failure with some awful music over the top. So,
I'm going fairly light on all of these exercises. They are to basically ease me in. I'm staying well away from failure because that's where the risk of injury significantly increases. So at the moment, I'm doing lateral raises, as you've just seen. I'm doing these pull downs. Now, these are more for upper back than lats, as I'm pretty sure you've all heard me talk about many, many, many times, and plenty of other people, to the point where you're literally sick of hearing about it. So yeah, these pull downs are for upper back. They felt quite good, actually, to be fair. The only problem is it sort of makes your back ache, your lower back, from having to lean back like that. I'd rather have a chest support when doing a pull down like that, just a lot more stable, especially when I'm trying to maximise output. So this pull down felt decent. Now, front raise, I would never typically do a front raise, mainly because the volume provided from your presses to your front delt is usually, unless you have poor front delt genetics or undeveloped front delts, which I do, specifically in my right front delt, from not training them for so long, and also they were weak previously. I noticed I had a larger left front delt and pec than I did on the right side, so that's obviously an imbalance caused by my injury. Now, these actually train your scapular stabilizers. Basically, when you're raising up in front, your scapular stabilizing muscles are required to keep that scapula against your rib cage, so that is a good exercise to train those. And then we're moving on to, this is pretty much a similar movement to the lat pull down anyway. It's pretty much the same, except from I'm doing it kneeling rather than obviously sitting upright. So this is actually probably a better exercise for your upper back, I'd say, than the pull down, because this as well, because I'm using the rope, you're obviously able to move around a bit more rather than being fixed on the bar. So it's a lot more safe for your joints, and it's also more stable because I'm kneeling. I'm not having to lean back and support my own body weight by keeping myself upright. These, again, felt decent. I'm just focusing on my scapula and where it is and controlling it. And then I moved on to some arms, did some push downs. I'm surprisingly still quite strong at these. I think I'm only one pin up from what I was doing before when I had a look at the logbook, and my arms look all right at this angle, to be honest. Those triceps are looking juicy. I was pretty impressed with my strength on these, but I can feel, because I've strengthened my scapular stabilizing muscles, my shoulder is so much more stable when I'm doing these. When doing these before, my shoulder would like hike up, whereas now I can keep it pinned. Same with the bicep curls as well. I'm able to keep my shoulder pinned back so much easier, which I think is going to translate across to my pressing too when I do that. When I start pressing, I did try pressing today, but it hurt a little bit. So I went and did some of my scapular stabilizing exercises, external rotations, etc., and did a bit of pec deck to get some blood flow into the shoulder and my pec. Went back and did some pressing. I did dumbbell overhead press and dumbbell flat press, and it felt a lot better. That's basically what I've been doing, gradually easing myself in. I'm coming to the end of the voiceover now, so I'm going to shut up and let me carry on.
Oh, I tell you what, mate, it's been a while since I've done that, and it feels good. I've got a very naughty pump. It feels amazing to have an arm pump, a delt pump, a back pump. The back pump's the best. I love a back pump. It feels incredible. I tried to train before Kieran and Connor got here because I knew I'd get tempted to just not max out but go heavy, because obviously Kieran's a big lad, he can move some weight. I like a little bit of a healthy competition. They ended up turning up whilst I was here, so I went fairly heavy on the pull downs, but I wasn't silly with it. I didn't go anywhere near failure on any of the exercises, so I'm excited to just build it up slowly. I don't know when will be the point though when I just go back to normal training. I think it's just going to be a gradual thing, and then one day I'll just be like, yeah, it's sweet. It's sweet. So it's going to be a gradual return. Anyway, we're going home now. No, we're not. We'll go and get some command strips from the shop, and then we'll go home. I'll show you the frames on the wall. Hopefully they look sick. Right, so it is the following day. The frames are now up. They look sick. I ended up getting my dad to come and put them up for me because I haven't got a tape measure or anything like that, and I'll be honest, right, I'm not good at stuff like this. I feel like my generation aren't good at like DIY and like a light bulb, for example. My kitchen light bulb went, I had to get my dad to come and do that. the headlight in my car went, he also had to come and do that. And I feel like that's a problem for most of our generation, unless you're someone who already does that job. Anyway, they look sick. He's a very, very, very precise person. He's a perfectionist, which is why he's good at the job he does. Right, so there in the middle one, this one here, is slightly higher than the other two because basically my mum got me this one for Christmas and those two I've bought myself, right? So like the hook on the back of the frame is different for the middle one than it is for the other two, so it hangs slightly higher. But I think it looks cool because obviously it's Michael Jordan, like he's jumping up. He's jumping up, so it kind of looks cool, the fact that he's higher. So I posted a TikTok video last night of my physique, give a little physique update. In my next video, I'm going to Ultraflex on Thursday, Ultraflex Rotherham with Max. I will go into one of the posing rooms and I'll give you all a physique update. I posted that last night and a lot of people asking me how I kept so much muscle when not training for so long. And it is simply, literally just down to nutrition. I remember during the first lockdown, when obviously gyms were closed and everything, I looked like I didn't even go to the gym after. I'll put a picture here of what I looked like after, and that was after 3-4 months of not training. This has been even longer, and yet I still look like I've been lifting. That was because during that first lockdown, I completely gave up on my nutrition. I was eating microwavable baked potatoes, and I lost a lot of weight. Whereas this time, I've kept my nutrition good, kept my protein high, 2.2 grams per kilo body weight. I've been eating pretty much the same. Like I haven't tracked, I've been intuitively eating. I've been eating 3 or 4 meals a day, usually 3 main meals, but then a snack, which is usually high in protein. So I'll have like a protein shake with dark chocolate, or I'll have a protein bar, something like that. And then my other 3 meals, I've made sure are high in protein. So to be honest, my breakfast pretty much every single morning has been 3 boiled eggs and 2 bagels. Sometimes I'll have 2 squares of dark chocolate alongside as well. Other days I won't. Just intuitively eating, but then one day I just thought, you know what, I'm going to track what I'm eating today, and I was still hitting like 180, 190 grams of protein a day. So that's how I kept so much muscle during my injury. I'm hoping I can push on now and get a lot bigger. I'm not going to cut this summer. As I said earlier, I'm just going to bulk all the way through it. I'll probably do a mini cut if I end up going on holiday or there's an event like a festival or something like that, just so I'm not walking around just pure fucking like flab, you know what I mean? It's not a good look. Look? I never say look. Luke. I'm a northerner, mate. Luke. Alright, anyway, that's going to be all for this video. Subscribe if you're not already. Drop the video a like, and if you are after online coaching, training programs, custom meal plans, or anything, then visit my website and use code MorganR and my link down below if you're buying any supplements off my protein. Thank you very much, beautiful people. See you later.